Stasis is Lantern Control's grandmama and the first prison deck ever made. But is it fun to play? And can I learn how to pilot it before getting my teeth kicked in? I am on the play in match 1 versus Lagerbon. I've got 3 islands, a Forsaken City, a Chain of Vapor, and 2 Impulses. Impulse is a lot of digging, and Chain of Vapor is pretty good at just being generic removal, so I think I'll keep it. Island Pass. Oh, and we have a Fairy Conclave from the hero here. Seems like they might settle into a little bit of a longer game. I found a Propaganda, which is the only one that I play, actually. Might be interested in actually playing that out next turn. Oh, that is a standstill. Yeah, you got it. I'm gonna fire off this Impulse in response. I have an Arcane Denial, a Counterspell, a Daze, and an Island. I'll take Counterspell. And I think I'm just gonna immediately pop the Standstill. I don't think I'm going to worry about it. Propaganda hit play. The hero's gonna draw up to 10 here. Play out a land. Even if they play out a creature, Standstill was just a 3-mana draw 2, really? Or 2-mana draw 2, I guess, which is not terrible. Yeah, here we go. They're discarding to hand size. I'm not afraid of your silly little thingy thing. Standstill doesn't worry me. They can't even really effectively use their man lands to attack me. I think I'm gonna Gush. This will let me hold open Impulse and Counterspell if I need to. Just take another Impulse. Yeah, that's fine. And I found Stasis, finally. I think that's pretty dang good for me. Do I just play out the Stasis? I kind of want to hold open Counterspell and a bunch of other stuff when I do that. So I am actually going to discard, honestly, maybe Upheaval. They're just going to start putting a bunch of doofuses into play. None of these can effectively attack yet. Yeah, here we go. Now it is Stasis time. And you don't get an untap step. I don't get an untap step either. Oh, right. I have to do it this way. Give me a second. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. So do I always want to click the Forsaken City first? No, I always want to click the Stasis first. Need to get into good habits. I'm going to discard a Counterspell here. Drawing a mana short, huh? That's interesting. That's really interesting. Just getting used to how this deck operates, you know? Oh, I don't care about Core Haven. Okay. And now I need to get in the habit of clicking Stasis first. I'm going to discard another Counterspell, I think. I could mana short my opponent. I don't know if I'm going to do that yet, though. I don't think Chain of Vaporing my Stasis is a really good use of my stuff right now. Yeah, I'm just going to hold. I'm eventually going to find a Black Vise, and that's when... Oh, shoot. I forgot to tap it first. I'm not going to discard a card then. Oh, I see. I'm understanding. So the cost is either to permanently tap a land I control or discard a card. Now that I have this loop going, I am going to mana short them now. Probably wasn't the opportune time to do it, but I am still just figuring all of this out. Okay, the hero is searching their deck for a Rebel with mana value 6, huh? Oh, that's just a 4-power attacker. All right, I don't know if I care about that. And they're Enlightened Tutoring, huh? Oh, they found a Seal of Cleansing. Yeah, I'm mildly worried about that. I think I'm going to Chain of Vapor my Stasis. Not sacrificing a land here. No, I kind of want to just draw a card. Ooh, Daze was really good. And I am digging to 4 Black Vises now. I'm not going to untap this, but I will pay for my Stasis. All right, I see the appeal of this gameplay. I understand why people like this. Just the intricacies of getting all of your lands down and figuring out when to do things. It's just really nice. I am going to play out this Forsaken City, but I'm not going to be tapping it anytime soon. Or untapping it, I suppose. Yeah, see, the hero's going to discard here. That's great. Would love to find a Black Vise. I'm sure I'll find one eventually. There it is. Beautiful. I'm going to put it into play off this Forsaken City. And now we will slowly start winning the game. I'm going to discard the Counterspell. Just didn't think I needed it. Not sure I could have even played it, honestly. You know, I had considered only putting 3 Black Vises in the deck, because Black Vise was a bit of an expensive card, and I didn't want to run up on my rental sort of situation, running out of money. I'm really glad that I didn't do that. Oh, that's another Stasis. It's a shame I can't really do much about that, or with that. Yeah, this deck is my speed. I like this deck. I like this deck a lot. The controls for it are a little bit finicky, but not nearly as finicky as Enchantress. But it still has those same oppressive play patterns, but it does actually know how to win the game, which is nice. Black Vise is actually a really good win condition in this deck. It's just a 1-mana artifact. I did play around Dust Bowl by not keeping any of my Forsaken Cities untapped here. Oh, we have a disenchant. Well, I am going to thwart that, and it's just so well made. This deck is beautiful. I'm able to thwart things. I can make land drops and counter spells for free. Jeez. No, I'm gonna Daze that. What a beautiful deck. And I win the game. Wow, I love that. I actually was able to close out that game and it wasn't super stressful. So they're playing Blue-White Rebels. I feel like Curse Totems might actually be pretty decent here. I don't know what this Brain Freeze is in the sideboard for, and I'm quite honestly too afraid to ask. I think I'm going to bring in the Curse Totems. I don't think I want Boomerang. Maybe I just want to bring out the Arcane Denials. Oh wait, no, I have a Brain Freeze in my main deck. I'm going to side that out, not knowing what it's for, because I'm not very smart. I think I'm going to keep the Upheaval in, though. Let's side out, oh, an Arcane Denial. All right, this hand has really only one land in it, but it's got a very fast Stasis. Got 2 fast Stasis. The one island is just so bad, though. I think I need to mulligan. Oh my god. Mulliganing another 1-lander. Yeah, I gotta keep this. Bottoming. Honestly, Stasis and Chain of Vapor. I'll find a Stasis later. This is at least a Curse Totem. Okay, Mother of Runes is down. Oh, and I just found a Black Vise. That's great. I wouldn't have kept Black Vise in my opening hand, but I didn't mind having a turn 1 play, that's for sure. Not holding open Mother of Runes. Well, get Curse Totemed. I don't think I'm gonna hold open Gush. Okay, looks like the hero is just gonna try and kill me quickly, which I don't really like. I don't like how there's just a 2-mana Anthem. That's a really good card for them to have. I'm just taking 4 a turn. I've got no way to handle this. I think how I handle it is by finding a quick Stasis. I'm gonna Gush here. Hope to find something relevant. The Counterspell, that's not great. And that's an island, that's also not great. And notably, the hero is getting a lot of untap steps in. Yup, here we go. I need Stasis on the top of the deck, like, basically right now. And I didn't find it. Alright, that's fine. So maybe it was correct to keep Stasis, and I should have bottomed something else. I'm not sure what else, though. Curse Totem did a decent chunk of work here. So maybe I should have bottomed that. I'm not sure. Oh, I have Pyroclasms. But Pyroclasm off of only Forsaken City and City of Brass is just... I don't know how consistent that's going to be. Alright, this is a good hand. I'm going to keep this. Play out my island, pass turn. I could simply turn 2 Stasis if I really wanted to, but I don't think I will. Yeah, I'm just going to turn 2 Curse Totem instead. Holding open this Daze. I could Daze into foil if I really wanted to. That's disgusting. Yeah, I'm just going to Daze that. Goodbye, Meddling Mage. Oh, and I found a Gush. I think I will hold that for now. I can Gush into foil now if I need to. Yeah, Mother of Runes I don't care about. That's just a generic 1/1. Yeah, let's go ahead and Gush. 1, 2 lands. Found more lands. Not particularly mad about that. I also found the Forsaken City, which I'm probably going to want to play here pretty soon. But for now, I think I'm happy just making land drops and holding open Counterspell. Do I want to pop my other Gush here? I don't think so. I think I want to just continue to hold it. Yeah, I'm just not going to do anything here. I'm going to hold everything open. I'm at 10. Mishra's Factory attack will put me to 8. This will put me to 6. Yeah, I'm fine. Oh, I found a Thwart. That's really good. I think it is finally time to land Stasis. They've gotten a null. I'm just going to counterspell that. Might have been better to Thwart instead, but I kind of want to save Thwart for a threat. Ooh, we have a Prohibit. I'm going to Let prohibit resolve. Oh, they prohibited my stasis. Aw, come on. I should have checked that. I figured they would prohibit my counterspell, but nope. All right, well, that sucks for me. I'm not very smart, am I? I think I'm dead. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just game. I'm at 4. Yeah, I'm at 4. I think I'm going to get rid of the Daze to untap this Forsaken City. And now I desperately need Gush to hit another Stasis. And if it doesn't, then I'm dead. Well, I found Stasis. So I can now have another fight. That's an annul. Well, I have to foil this. So I'm going to discard this island and Curse Totem to do that. And now I'm just super far behind. I think I'm going to tap my island here. Oh, I have a City of Brass. Not that big of a deal. Just going to discard that. I am behind the gun just a little bit with this Forsaken City. Like it's tapped during their turn instead of untapped. Not a very comfortable position. I really wish I hadn't misplayed with the first Stasis. That is actually lethal, I think. Which is wild. Yeah, I need to counter this. I'm at too low of a life total. That feels really bad. I didn't like that at all. At least I'm continuing to make land drops. Suddenly realizing that I'm going to need to Chain of Vapor basically anything that gets into play underneath all of this stuff. Okay, I found a Thwart, which is really good for me. It means I have their next play covered. Am I going to be able to recover from that mistake? Just barely, maybe? Just barely, maybe. We'll see. I think I have enough counter magic in hand to where I can afford to Chain of Vapor my Stasis now. And that'll untap a ton of lands for me. But if this doesn't go through, then it's not terrible. They are countering it. I think I'm going to thwart this. Guarantee my next handful of land drops. But also tap them out of some lands. That does unfortunately make the Chain of Vapor worse, but I think it's okay. They just conceded. I don't understand why. Was that really just all they had? Oh, I had an Upheaval coming. I guess I could have slowly built my way up to Upheaval by discarding some cards. Okay, I don't think I deserved that win, but I got there. Stasis feels really interesting. What a strange way to play this interesting game. I'm gonna move on to match 2. If you're enjoying the video and think you'd like watching more of what I make, please consider subscribing so YouTube can notify you when I go live and upload videos. I appreciate your support. Thank you. Okay, I am on the draw in match 2 versus Tashizm. I can't keep this. It's got 1 land in it. I can, however, keep this. I don't understand what this Brain Freeze is for. Because I am stupid, I'm going to bottom the Brain Freeze. Watch me regret this. Ooh, basic island pass. Are we in a Stasis mirror? That's some really interesting magic if we are. No, that's a polluted delta. Stasis doesn't play polluted delta. Definitely doesn't play basic swamp. Zombie Infestation. Discard 2 cards, create a zombie. Okay, this is officially a problem for me. Not only does that mean that they never have to keep cards in hand for Black Vise to have an impact, which I should have played last turn, by the way, but it also means that they can create untapped attackers whenever they want. I think I'm going to rely on the strength of Propaganda in this matchup, if I can find it. Love their hideous white-bordered 7th edition basic lands, by the way. These are great. Okay, I officially need something... Oh, Propaganda. Yeah, I'll take that. Now, do I just jam this Propaganda into all this open mana? I don't even have a free counterspell to back it up. I think I'm going to wait and Impulse on their end step. Well, if I'm going to Impulse on their end step, then I may as well play Black Vise. And that's an accumulated knowledge. And a Squee. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a very good matchup for me. That Zombie Infestation is just a must answer. I didn't have a discard spell or anything for it. They've got a Gush. I'm going to Impulse on top of that. Upheaval, huh? Now that's the sort of thing that could get me out of a sticky situation. I don't know if I should be taking that, though. Seems like my opponent might not have many counterspells in hand, so it actually might be time for me to land this Propaganda. Ah, who am I kidding? I'm going to take the Upheaval. Don't know if it's correct or not, but it seems like it's really fun, so I'm going to do it. Oh, that is a second Zombie Infestation, huh? Yeah, that's fine. They didn't shuffle off the Portent, and I'm taking 4 here. If this Propaganda lands and sticks, then I am going to be feeling very good. I'm gonna play this Forsaken City, and I will actually just drop Propaganda. Please don't have something like a foil. I would hate that. Oh, they had foil. I have to Gush on top of this. See if I can draw into my own Counterspell. And I hit an Arcane Denial, but I don't have the mana necessary to cast it. All right, that just happens. I'm gonna lose this game. Yeah, like what am I supposed to do here? I can eventually Upheaval to reset the board for a little bit. I can use Chain of Vapor on a zombie. That feels bad. I have no consistency going for me right now. I can convert a Chain of Vapor and an Arcane Denial into 3 fresh cards. I don't even know if that's useful. Oh, that's an Intuition. They're going to do something nasty here. Yeah, that's just squeeze Goblin Nabob. Okay, that's fine. 3 squeeze, you got it. So how do I want to play against this deck? A null seems pretty dang good. I don't know if it's super duper good though. Blue Elemental Blast is not good. Pyroclasm could sweep up a board. Is that really how I want to be playing this though? If I have bringing in Pyroclasm, wouldn't I rather just bring in a nulls? Is this actually going to be a Brain Freeze matchup? No, I don't think so. Mana Short seems decent. Boomerang seems decent. Maybe it's Arcane Denial that goes then? If I can keep their infestations off the board, then hopefully they just won't have much to play with in terms of threats. This is a Propaganda. Oh, I should have brought in the other Propaganda. Come on. Should have brought in the other Propaganda. All right, Basic Island pass. The City of Brass is not going to count toward my Thwart, which is unfortunate. They're just going to duress me. Yeah, I'm getting duressed. Do your worst. You might take the Propaganda. You might take the Impulse. Okay, they took Propaganda. Yeah, I really should have brought in the other one of those. I have 3 Chain of Vapors, though. That's got to count for something, right? Just going to continue to hold. I don't think I need to cast Impulse right now. Found Stasis. That's interesting. And now I think I want to cycle this Impulse into a land. This City of Brass not being an island just hurts so friggin' badly. I can't even Gush. I have to take the island. How horrible. And I don't even think I am ready to have a fight over Stasis right now. Uh-oh, they're fetching. I'm terrified. I'm genuinely terrified. Blue-black. Zombie Infestation. Well, I can't thwart it because of the City of Brass. So, yeah, that hits play. I think I'm going to Chain of Vapor it, and then I'm going to attempt to land a Stasis. Let's see how well that goes. Found an island, at least. That's pretty good. All right, Naked Stasis. This is disgusting. Ooh, that took. That Polluted Delta can grab a Swamp, which can just play the, whatchamacallit? The Zombie Infestation. I have second Stasis. What I think I might do is attempt to Chain of Vapor on my Stasis here, and then foil or thwart their counterspell that they're representing. That way I kind of just get the best of both worlds here. Yeah, let's go ahead and just play this out. Stasis again. Chain of Vapor is just a really good card to pair with Stasis. Counterspell is fine, I guess. It's not great. I think I will do this trick again on this turn here. Maybe not on this turn. I found an island. I'll wait. Yeah, I'll wait one more turn. Oh, well, I found another island. Look at that. All right, same new verse, same as the verse. Is that how you say that? That's how I say it. You know, I think I actually might do it now because I have this counterspell. Yeah, never mind. It's fine. Okay, untap. A null. That was a good pickup. Wow, they're just letting me do the thing. Yeah, thank you. So a null will hit a zombie infestation if they get to that point. Hey, we're doing squee things. Unfortunately, squee is never going to fill their hand past 7 because of app-nap order. If I get a Black Vise into play, then it will go on top of the squee trigger. So squee won't be in hand when that happens. They're gushing. I think that's fine. Am I even gonna fight over this? I think I will point an annul at it, but I'm not gonna fight over it more than that. This is 2 damage once every turn with the squee, I guess. Oh, I could thwart. Thwart would actually help me quite a bit. Yeah, screw it. I'll fight over this. Oh, they didn't fight anymore. All right, that's fine. Got another one or something? Nope. Just discarding 3 cards to hand size here. An island, an accumulated knowledge, and a squee. I am in the market for a Black Vise or one of those lands that lets me untap by discarding cards. Honestly, I might not pay for Stasis next turn. Yeah, that's fine. Am I even going to sack a land here? If I do, I can bounce their zombie. I don't think I'm going to worry about that. This just turns on my counterspells now. I have 3 Stasis in hand. That should be enough, right? Ooh, a full untap. Look at that. That's great. Oh, that is an Upheaval. How spicy do I want to get? Do I want to Upheaval my opponent? I think I'm just going to ram Stasis down their throat until they give up. They clearly have a counterspell of some sort. Yeah, that's fine. Just going to move to my next turn. I'm sitting on 3 counterspells right now. Not particularly worried. That's a zombie infestation. That does kind of worry me. I could counterspell this, fight a counter war, and then when I exhaust all their resources, I could Upheaval into Stasis. Heck yeah, I love to see that. All right, zombie infestation resolves. Gonna untap here, although Upheaval actually wouldn't be great because then they could just... Wait, no, they couldn't. No, they could do it next turn. They could just keep land, zombie infestation. And I couldn't Thwart because I wouldn't have 3 islands. Yeah, maybe this is a bad idea. But now I'm taking 2 damage a turn. Oh, there's a Forsaken City. That's fantastic. Oh, they have double squee. That's really not good. I don't know. I feel like it might be Upheaval time. I have how many lands here? A lot. Let me think about this Forsaken City math for a second. If I discard a card here, then that means I just get to keep an island after all is said and done. I think I'm not going to pay, but I will pay for the Stasis, just in case. And let's see what I draw. Oh, I drew a Black Vise. Oh, I drew a Black Vise. So now I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Upheaval and then drop Black Vise after. Yeah, okay. And I can thwart something if I need to. Nice, it just worked. Love that. Black Vise. How many cards do I have in hand? 13? That is entirely too many cards. All right, we're no longer playing the Thwart game. City of Brass is bad. I think I don't need that many Stasis anymore. And I'm just going to discard islands until I can't anymore. Well, I don't know if that was good, but it sure was fun. I domed my opponent for 7 off that Black Vise. Ivory Tower. At the beginning of your upkeep, gain X life, where X is the number of cards in your hand minus 4. Oh, is that just a perfect counter to Black Vise? I need another Black Vise now. I need another Black Vise now. Oh, and they can stack. Actually, they can stack it so it's even better. Yeah, they're gonna go up to 10 cards in hand, and they're gonna gain a ton of life. All right, they're playing Ivory Tower, and I'm in trouble because they're stacking things properly with the squeeze. I don't think I'm winning this. This was a great wizard battle. I had a really fun time playing it, but I don't think I'm winning. That Ivory Tower just causes so much trouble for me. Not even gonna pretend that I have a response. Yeah, they're just gaining so much life now. That really stinks though. If they didn't have the Ivory Tower, I would have won this, I think. Yeah, now they got zombie infestation. I'm just gonna go ahead and concede the game. I've got some more games that I'm trying to get through. I've got some time crunches that I need to be aware of. That was really fun though. I had a good time. I really am enjoying this deck. I think that if they didn't have Ivory Tower, then I would have just been okay. So maybe it was important for me to hold Thwart. Maybe if I had held Thwart, then I would have won. I just didn't really think about Upheaval into Black Vise, you know? I didn't think about that combo being a thing. So, yeah, I kind of got punished for that. Let's move on to match 3. This is great.
Has your loss to Lantern Control left you bitter and despondent? Work through your grief with a membership to Fateseal MTG on YouTube or Patreon. Reach bargaining or higher to gain access to my detailed lesson videos on how to play Lantern Control. I hope to see you on your path to healing.
I am on the draw in match 3 versus cRubio. The City of Brass it sucks. It sucks so badly. But I think I am going to keep this. Man, look at this beautiful artwork for Stasis. I don't know if the one that I'm going to get is going to look like that, but I'm almost certain that I'm going to be buying into this deck at some point. It's only like 200 bucks. Oh, we're playing against a red deck. Okay, so let's see what our matchup against red looks like. Next turn, I can hold open Counterspell. Yeah, I'll take a poke from Mog Fanatic. That's fine. Would be more fine if the City of Brass was a basic island. Why is this even in the deck? I don't want Pyroclasms. That's another thing that I was considering changing, was getting rid of the Pyroclasms. But I decided to just run this deck that I found online just as is. Oh, and that's a Propaganda. Okay, I will take that. I think I'm going to land Propaganda into Stasis and see what happens. Yeah, no. You may not have a Sulfuric Vortex. That is terrible. Goodbye. And somehow they're only at 1 card in hand. What happened to their hand? They only mulled to 6. Oh, thank goodness, another basic island. And then now, next turn, I can land Stasis and start the Gush chain. Just picking up lands, putting them back down untapped. You know, I had also considered running a Stasis build that splashed green for Root Maze. That was a significantly harder lock, I think. But I think that this build is doing just fine. Are you going to pay the 2? Yeah, they're paying the 2. That's fantastic. Love to see that. Yes, please. Pay 2 mana for a single point of damage. Oh, I found Basic Island. Okay, I'll just play that. And now we start the Stasis chain. This Propaganda has been really good. I'm surprised this list is only playing 1. I know it has a second in the sideboard, but I like this Propaganda a lot. Kind of want another one. All right, here we go. I'm taking 2 from the Grim Lavamancer here. Barbarian Ring remains untapped, but they are nowhere near threshold. Bloodstained Mire will help. And I'm going to continue just holding this Stasis until I stop drawing lands. Well, there's a land, so not yet. So this Stasis plus Propaganda means that now, if they want to attack with a creature, not only do they have to tap mana to put that creature into play, but they also have to top additional mana to attack with that creature. So that is like a minimum of like 3 lands just to get a single attack step in with a single creature. I drew a 3rd Gush. This is great. I'm going to see if I can not tap the City of Brass. Drew another land, don't have to Gush yet. Okay, it's officially time to Gush. Beautiful. I found a Forsaken City. I don't need to play that yet, so I'm not going to. In fact, actually, I will play the Forsaken City. That way I can hold open Counterspell. Like if I really need to use it. I can get rid of this Stasis that's not really doing anything in my hand. Kind of get ahead of the Forsaken City curve here. This deck just brings me so much joy. I feel like I've said this so many times, but I can't help but smiling looking at this board. Look at all those basic mountains. Look how tapped they are. Look how tapped this Grim Lavamancer is. That's a Lava Dart. Whatever. Means I'm gonna need to find a Black Vise eventually. I'm at 11 life, that's plenty. I will point out to the class that I am currently, the Stasis player is 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes ahead of the Burn player. I am actually going to Arcane Deny that. Keep this Forsaken City untapped, just keep it ahead of the curve, you know? And this City of Brass just causing trouble again. Oh, that's a Fire Blast. Yeah, okay. All right, Flame Rift is countered. They do have Fire Blast that I need to be worried about. Oh, all of these are happening at the same time, huh? Well, I want this on bottom for sure. I will put this underneath, and then I guess Stasis under that, because I know I don't really want this Impulse. Although it probably would have been better for me to put the Arcane Denial for my own draw above the Forsaken City. Boomerang, huh? Not particularly good. I think it might be time to burn... Ooh, that's a Chain of Vapor. Maybe I burn Chain of Vapor instead. I can Gush in an emergency if I need to counter something. Currently, I'm at 4 life, which is Fire Blast life. Thanks, City of Brass. All right, Chain of Vapor on Stasis. Full, nice big untap. Love that. And I'm just going to play Stasis again. Let's go. Just going to make a note that this Boomerang artwork is just hideous. I would play this exact card, the 8th edition card. I think I'm about ready to wrap up this game. I don't know how I want to really go about it, though. Like, I could just continue drawing cards until I find a Black Vise. Like, I'll find one eventually, right? Don't think I need all these counterspells. But I do at least want one counterspell. I'm not at a particularly high life total right now. Okay, I'm ready to draw Black Vise now. Let the Lava Dart from Graveyard? Yeah, that's okay. I'm at an effective 4. Now I'm at actual 4. Really in the market for a Black Vise now. I am now a full 5 minutes on clock ahead of this Burn player. Makes me feel strange, a bit queasy perhaps. I think I'm just going to continue to hold everything. Yeah, gonna counter this Lightning Bolt. Gonna counter that Lightning Bolt. Ah, that's a Fire Blast. Going to Gush. See if I can find another counterspell. I did. I'll use it. Yeah, I was ready for you, Burn player. Now I'm gonna need a little bit more setup before I can go again. Gonna have to Chain of Vapor my Stasis. Well, that's just another Fire Blast. The City of Brass, man. I hate this City of Brass. The City of Brass sucks. Okay, I want to do this slightly differently. This goes on the bottom, then Stasis, then Forsaken City, then Arcane Denial. All right, let's do this correctly this time. Hey, I found the Black Vise. Yeah, I'm gonna exile an island. Pay that. They get to draw some cards. I am going to land island and hope that they can't do anything here. With their 7 cards in hand and their lands that they haven't played since turn however long ago. If they just have Lightning Bolt and I die, that would suck. The City of Brass dealt, what, 2 damage to me over the course of the game? 3 damage? That really matters? That is a Lava Dart. Do they have a Lava Dart in their graveyard? No. I'm gonna have to take it. All right, Chain of Vapor on Stasis. I'm at 1. I would be at higher if I didn't have this stupid City of Brass in play. So now if the hero draws Mountain and Lava Dart, then I'm just deterministically dead. Uh-oh, that's a Wooded Foothills. That turns on Fire Blast. They just have so much stuff that just kills me right off the bat here. That's a Mog Fanatic. That is lethal. That cannot hit the table. Well, at least I found a Thwart. If they have anything else, then I'm dead, though. And it looks like they didn't, fortunately. But I'm out of gas here. Oh, I have a Daze. That's pretty big, actually. Daze might eat me alive. And I have a foil. All right, I'm doing just fine. Hero's gonna fall to 1 here. That's a Mog Fanatic. I can't let that hit the table. I'm going to Daze it. Is that game? Not sure yet. Yeah, that's game. So the hero is 5 minutes and 52 seconds on their clock versus my 11 minutes. Not a lot of time for them. This City of Brass caused me so much trouble this game. I hate this card. I don't want to see it ever again. Burn just casually conceding on turn 29. Okay, so we have lots of tools for this matchup. Blue Elemental Blast is a big one. Kill is a big one. I don't want any of these. I think Upheaval is just too slow. Oh, I have Propaganda in here somewhere too. Oh, I don't have a second Propaganda in my sideboard. I thought I did. Oh, right. I think I might have put it there in an edit that I was considering making. Do I want Boomerang? Yeah, I think I want Boomerang. Propaganda's good. Mana Short is not really good against this opponent. Arcane Denial. I kind of need the counterspells. Brain Freeze is bad. Super bad. And I think I might take out the Boomerang because I don't want to untap their stuff. And it's mostly just the 5th Chain of Vapor anyway. And I guess I'll side out a single Impulse as well. I would love to open up on a Chill. That would be fantastic. Yeah, I agree. The hero did the best they could to try and get that Fire Blast through. It wasn't enough. And now they have to win 2 games in less than 6 minutes, which is possible for Burn to do. It's just not very easy, especially at the pace that they're playing. We've just been sitting on the play or draw prompt for a minute here. I think this is the slowest red deck wins matchup that I've seen in my entire life. Here we go. I have 2 Blue Blasts in this hand, actually, and I have a Counterspell and a whole bunch of stuff. I think I'm going to keep this. Hero kept 7, playing a Mog Fanatic, and I found Stasis, which is pretty good. Now I just need some lands. The hero fetched with a Bloodstained Mire and then went into attacks. I don't know what that's about. I don't think I'm going to point a Blue Blast at a Lightning Bolt. But now that they're tapped low, I think I will point a Blue Blast at this Seal of Fire. Maybe that was a waste. Oh, I found Chill. Okay, maybe not. Disgusting. Just rip Chill right off the top of my deck. I had no right to do that. So their spells cost 2 more to cast now. They've only got the 2 mountains in play. Time is continuing to tick down. Well, they found their 3rd land and are swinging in with their tiny little Mog Fanatic here. I don't even think I'm going to play this game to win. I think I'm just going to play it to not lose. They have a minute on their clock. That's a Black Vise. I'm just going to hold open my Blue Blast and my Counterspell. Kind of regretting pointing a Blue Blast at a Seal of Fire earlier. I could have held open double Blue Blast. Yeah, see, now they're making mistakes. They failed to attack with their Mog Fanatic. And they've conceded. Okay, so what do I want to learn from this? 2 things. First, City of Brass is horrible. I want it out of the deck. Second, Chill is bae. Love chill. All right, on to match 4. So I will let y'all know that I'm actually running out of time to record today. I am going to get this 5th match up at some point. It's just going to take me a little bit. So you can catch it in the video. If you are in the video watching and it just looks weird while I'm recording, it's probably because I'm doing it late at night. And for those of you watching on stream, you're going to have to wait for the video for the 5th match. I'm sorry. I am on the draw in match 4 versus Dauv. Once again, this dang City of Brass. I'm going to mulligan it just out of spite for City of Brass. Ugh, it's in my hand again. I will keep, and I'm going to bottom City of Brass. I hate it that much. This hand really only needs another land and a Stasis in order to pop off. It's another red deck. Glad I bottomed that City of Brass, mate. It's just such a bad card. I hate it. Ooh, that is a pyrostatic pillar, huh? I don't like that. Whenever someone casts a spell with mana value 3 or less, they take 2. I think I have to deal with it, though. Unfortunate that I didn't have the Daze for it. I would have dazed the heck out of that. I can Chain of Vapor it and try to daze it on the way back down. Nope, can't do that anymore. Okay, Impulse here. Yep, I'm taking 3. I found a Black Vise, Chain of Vapor, and 2 islands. I think I'm taking the island. I'm at an effective 7 right now. Really, I'm at 5 because of this dang pyrostatic pillar. Oh my god, it's another one. I actually cannot handle that. I'm thinking here. I think I have to thwart this, right? Like, I need to Chain of Vapor the other pyrostatic pillar, and then I just have to thwart. I'm just priced into this. And then if they go land pyrostatic pillar, then I can hardcast Daze it. They're passing turn. That's the correct play right there. Because now if I impulse, I can't Daze. Ugh, I'm behind. I'm not going to win this. I'm going to impulse anyway. I know this trick. I know what they're doing. I just cannot play around it. I'm going to take the foil, I guess. At least I can counter it now. All right, pyrostatic pillar is gone. But I'm just going to die to everything else that they've got going on. The Seal of Fire is going to deal 2 to me. Jackal Puff's going to deal 2 to me. I just got put on the back foot here, and I never recovered. And I'm just drawing a bunch of islands. Well, good news is that I can Daze a Lightning Bolt. They can just easily pay for it with the amount of mountains that they have, but I can Daze it. Yeah, that's a Sulfuric Vortex. I'm just dead. No thank you. Okay, we know the song and dance. Bring in Blue Blasts. Bring in Chills. Fighting out expensive stuff that I can't cast. Upheaval is kind of bad. Mana Short is kind of bad. Brain Freeze is bad. Boomerang is bad. Pretty sure I also sided out an Impulse. Run it back, see what happens. I restarted my client and still got my sideboarding done before my opponent did. I don't understand what's going on. If they just don't sideboard, that'd be great for me. 3, 2, 1. Dead. Well, my deck has blue blasts in it. Does your deck have red blasts in it? Not that it matters, apparently. I will keep this. I can Daze something and then immediately follow it up with a Chill. That's gotta be good, right? I even have Forsaken City and Stasis in this hand. Yeah, this hand's great. I like this hand a lot. I guess if I Daze something, then I can't immediately follow it up with a Chill. So I might not Daze their turn 1 play. Yeah, Grim Lavamancer is down. I'm not gonna Daze that. That'll get swept up in the Stasis. Now the hero can literally do nothing except swing with Grim Lavamancer. And that will put them right into this Stasis trap. I don't want to pitch the Arcane Denial here. Yeah, this is where I want to be. Get Stasised. Red deck wins, nerd. Fun fact, my wife's favorite color is blue. And my favorite color is red. So when I am doing something like this, it means that my wife is winning, and I am not. Which is a bit weird to say, I suppose. I kind of don't want the Thwart right now. Yeah, I think Thwart and Chain of Vapor are the 2 cards that I should keep. Looking to draw as many lands as I can. Daze is not it. Yeah, the hero's just building up lands here. I think here I'm actually going to intentionally get behind Forsaken City so I can draw an additional card and keep up double Daze and Chain of Vapor in case I need it. Yeah, that's a second Chain of Vapor. I don't really need that right now. Destroy target blue permanent. How about I Daze that? Pay for Daze? Yeah! I'll Daze it again. That was beautiful. That made me so ridiculously happy. I love that so much. All right, let's go ahead and untap this Forsaken City. I'm going to discard a Chain of Vapor to do it. Play out my lands again. I don't need that Counterspell, I think. The hero's going to need 3 more lands to even attempt another Red Blast, but they are getting there. So maybe I should keep the Counterspell. Oh, but I don't have enough islands to really make Chain of Vapor worth it. Yeah, I need to wait, I think. I need to decide how I'm doing this. And am I going to hold open Counterspell for the presumed second Red Blast that they have? If I do, then I need to get rid of one of the cards in my hand. I need to keep Counterspell and Forsaken City, so it would have to be Chain of Vapor. Oh, wait, no. I can't do that. Yeah, I can't afford to do that. I'm actually going to get rid of the Counterspell. Gush, that's beautiful. I am going to play this Forsaken City. And they don't have anything. Do I Gush? I can hold it. I can wait till next turn. Not going to exile any of these cards, but I am going to pay for the Stasis. Best rip I could have possibly had. Island. Love it. Okay, I did not hit here, so I am going to Gush. Put these islands in my hand. Yeah, oh, City of Brass, really? Hate that card. It's such a horrible card. I'm actually going to get rid of the City of Brass, believe it or not. I just hate that card so much. All right, I have a Thwart now if I need it. Fortunately, I don't. I found a Gush. I think I'm going to fire that off. I could just close out the game. Yeah, let's start closing out the game. Hey, they have triple Mishra's Factory now. That's got to be worth something, right? Unfortunately, I'm going to have to discard here. I don't think it matters. I'm just going to bin this Impulse. I think it's time for a Chain of Vapor on my Stasis. Let's see if this actually does something. There's only so much that the hero can do here, right? All right, that just worked. Play out Stasis again. Hold open a bunch of counter magic. Oh, they're attempting to do something here? No, I don't think I'm going to let you do that. I'm sorry. I've had this Blue Elemental Blast in hand for I don't know how many turns anymore. It's been a lot of turns. Way too many turns. I kind of like how this deck feels like a combo deck, except instead of the combo winning you the game all at once, the combo is to just win very slowly over the course of 25 turns. But, you know, you get to do the thing. And I like decks that do the thing. I can't keep this. This just doesn't do anything, right? But can I really keep this one lander? If I draw a second land, this is a really good hand. I think I am going to keep it. I think I'm going to bottom the Chain of Vapor. I think I have enough stuff that sweeps islands to my hand. All right, heroes on 7. They're on the play. They're heavily favored here. Let's see what happens. That's a Seal of Fire. That's just 2 damage. That's fine. And I drew the second land, ripped it right off the tippity top of my deck. I love that. Would love to just draw running lands, please. Oh, they're holding stuff open. Well, I'm certainly not going to complain about that. Oh, they're just holding everything open. Wow, yeah, you got it. Control burn here. Oh, that's a chill. Do I want that over just guaranteed land number 3, though? I don't think so. If I had my 3rd land guaranteed, then I would have taken the chill, probably. All right, let's go ahead and play this game if you want to play this game. I have no fewer than 5 counterspells in hand, actually. But realistically, I can only cast a handful of them. Yeah, I'm going to Blue Blast this. I don't want this Sulfuric Vortex in play. And it's gone. Thank goodness for that. Did not want to deal with that. I found a Stasis. I could use this to bait out a Red Blast. I'm sure they have one in hand. Oh, it just happened. Okay. Not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting that to just happen. I think I'm actually gonna get rid of the Stasis. I shouldn't have done this. Bye, Stasis. Yeah, I just didn't have enough stuff set up, I think. I thought for sure they were gonna Pyroblast that. That's a Gush. I'm gonna actually... Do I fire off that Gush? I would have 10 cards. I'd go down to 9. I'd have to discard a bunch. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Ooh, they're getting spicy with the Lavamancer. Well, I'm gonna continue to just make my land drops here. Fortunately, I had one to make. That is 2nd Gush. I think it's time to make a move. Oh, that worked. Okay, I'll take it. Have I played a land this turn? No, I haven't. But I also don't need to Gush right now, so I'm not going to. Oh, that's a Forsaken City. Okay, we're fine. We are Gucci. Gonna get rid of this Counterspell. I don't think I need it. I have 3 counterspells in hand right now. I can only cast 2 of them, though. Oh, that is a chill. I think it might actually be time for Gush. Now I have a ton of Dazes. I can play this chill. I can back this up with a Blue Blast and a Thwart if I need to. Oh, it just resolved. Uh-oh. That is not good for the hero here. I do need to discard a card, though. I think, honestly, it's going to be a Daze. Although I can't cast both of these Thwarts right now anyway, and I think Daze might actually eventually be good. Mistress Factory is 2 damage. Oh, I don't want to tap that. That would be really bad. I actually don't think I want to tap this right now. Just going to draw my card, play an island. I'll untap it with this Impulse. I don't think I need Impulse right now. The hero is being extremely patient. I think that this is the best way to play against Stasis if you are red. This just seems really good. I love how patient they're being. I think I need to match their patience. I don't think that I need to be firing off Chain of Vapors. Yeah, in fact, I think I'm gonna get rid of Chain of Vapor to untap the Forsaken City. That just introduces a point of weakness into this chain that I really don't need to be dealing with right now. Damn City of Brass. I'm gonna play it because I have it. And I guess at this point I wish I had the Thwart instead of having the Dazes, huh? Mistress Factory is an additional 2 points of damage here. That's a Black Vise. Alright, time to start winning the game, putting some pressure on my opponent here. That's 9 cards, 8 cards, 7 cards in my hand, 7 cards in yours. Unless the hero brought in some sort of artifact hate, then this Black Vise is gonna stick around. Yeah, actually. That just taps 2 of their lands. I'm gonna let that go. I have 3 more Black Vises in my list. That tapped 2 of their lands for me. That's fantastic. And the fact that the hero has fetch lands in here means that they are running actually fewer real mountains that they can cast spells with. Might be good for me. Hang City of Brass, though. Hate that. I think this propaganda needs to go. I don't want it. Oh, you know what? I'm just now thinking. This Mistress Factory and Grim Lavamancer and stuff, is this the list that I saw Crucible of Words playing in a video that they released not that long ago? Might actually be that. That would be really interesting. Don't think I want these counter spells. I'm just going to get rid of them here. And unfortunately for the hero, we've reached the point of the game to where these thwarts are actually actively going to help me. And I think that their window might have passed. I think they're out now might be the hope that all of the Black Vises are at the bottom of my deck. That Mistress Factory is another 2 points that they could deal to me, so I'm at an effective 10 right now. I need to be aware of that. I don't think I need to do anything about it right now, but I do need to be aware of it. Oh, hang on. I need to do this the right way. There we go. Having 2 Forsaken Cities is non-trivially difficult to manage. I think it's fine so long as you remember to check which Forsaken City the trigger is coming from before making actions. And I think for time considerations, the next Black Vise that I find, I think I am actually going to protect. At some point, I've got to find something good, right? Yeah, that's a Gush. I'm going to cast that now. And there's the Black Vise. Okay, here we go. That's another thing they're doing. Overload. I am going to just do a simple Blue Blast on this, I think. Okay, that was safe. Mistress Factories are tapped now. Which permanent? The Chill. I'm going to foil that. And now these thwarts will just draw me a ton of cards. Or put a ton of islands into my hand, at least. And I have room to keep them in there. The hero's making a valiant effort here. They're casting something else, I think. Just on the Stasis directly. Red Elemental Blast. No, you may not have that. I'm going to attempt a Daze. They're fetching. Alright, they paid for that Daze. I'm going to attempt another one. Fetching again. Alright, so the Dazes are gone. Fortunately, I still have 2 Thwarts in hand that I can use. Okay. Black Vise is going to have to do a little bit of work to catch up. I drew a Blue Blast. That's great. I literally just need to wait for Black Vise to kill them. I've got 4 minutes to do it. I think if I focus, I can do it. Looks like the hero's F6ing through everything. That's fantastic. Now I just need to not make a mistake. Oh, hero's fetching down to 10. They still have more mountains in their deck. I don't know what they're trying to do here. But I've got a Daze. And they don't. Oh, and I take the match. Oh my goodness. This deck is beautifully constructed. I love this deck. I love playing this. The Black Vise is just a perfect end to it. I love that it just sweeps up islands to counter things and then just puts them back into play untapped. Oh, geez. I'm in love. I'm in love with Stasis. Stasis is beautiful.
So it's a bit too late at night for me to actually have the camera on. So I am going to do this part with no camera, unfortunately. But I am going to record this 5th match for y'all here. I am on the play in match 5 versus Hakuna Matata. And this is a perfectly fine hand. I think I will definitely be keeping this. Ponder's not legal in this format, so I can't have the extremely smart and handsome Island Ponder keep. But I can do Island Keep, which is more or less the same thing, right? Interesting. I could bounce this Goblin Lackey if I wanted to, and then counterspell it on the way down. I think I actually will do that. Go ahead and sacrifice that mountain, I dare you. Yeah, looks like they just have something else now. I am going to counterspell this. That pile driver will eventually just be able to hit for lethal, and I don't really want to deal with that. Ugh, Wasteland. Yep. Goblin War Chief. Yeah, you got it. Well, I am going to Impulse here, and I found a Stasis. Alright, this Stasis should keep me alive for a decent chunk of time now. Do I want to Stasis now? Like, I have Gush that can keep me alive for a while. Yeah, I think I will just Stasis now. And I have Chain of Vapor on my own Stasis if I need to do that. Ooh, that's a Propaganda. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm about to miss my land drop. I have plenty of open spaces for cards, so I can just fairly freely Gush here. I found a Forsaken City. I think I will be using this for a little bit of time. Also found a mana short, huh? I don't think I need that right now, though. I have a couple of cards that I can discard to this Forsaken City. Like, I don't really care about Brain Freeze. Propaganda would be nice to get down eventually, but certainly not necessary. Ooh, that's a Black Vise. I can still discard at the very minimum the Stasis. And I'm holding open Island in case I get Wastelanded. Yeah, the spare Stasis can go, I just don't need it. Pretty sure I don't need these counterspells either. Fantastic. Yeah, let's go ahead and start dropping that Black Vise, getting the Vice scripts on this Vice... Is that? Whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about. Point is, this has got the clamps. Yeah, okay. I think I can afford a single hit from a Goblin Lackey. Hopefully this isn't going to be that bad. Yeah, it's not that bad. I am... Oop, nope, I'm not going to be doing that. I am going to Chain of Vapor my Stasis here, so that I can untap some stuff. Lay it out again. The hero's choosing to hold their Goblin Tinkerer, presumably so that they can get in with a Pile Driver. I might need to start thinking about that. I have this Arcane Denial. I'm going to see if I can attempt to hold that open. In service of that, I'm going to start getting rid of some of these other cards. Because if they land a Pile Driver, then I'm just going to be in a little bit of pain. I don't think I can afford to worry about this Lackey here. Yeah, they're just attacking with Lackey. I'm pretty sure Pile Driver is their answer. Or Siege Gang Commander. Is it time to land Propaganda? Yeah, let's go ahead and land Propaganda here. I am actually going to exile an Arcane Denial. Oh, and I drew a land. That's lovely. Stasis is down. Propaganda is down. This actually will shut off Pile Driver as well, because I'm pretty sure Goblin Pile Driver triggers with the number of attacking goblins, not just the number of goblins, period. Yeah, the Black Vise is gone now. I don't think I'm particularly worried. Go ahead and bounce my Stasis again. Yeah, here we go. I found a Gush. That led into another Gush. That's beautiful. I'm not worried. I'll eventually find another Black Vise here, right? Lightning Bolt to face. Sure. The most interesting thing that's happened in 10 turns. Once again, going to miss my land drop. I have the hand size to hold all these cards, so I'm just going to go ahead and fire off this Gush. Holding double Thwart and a Daze and an Impulse. Oh, I forgot to play a land. That's unfortunate. Just me being a silly goose. I actually think I am going to fire off this Impulse now. Black Vise is fine. Although, I've only got 21 cards left in deck. I could take Gush
and just count on finding that last card eventually, or the other two Black Vises. And I believe it's time for me to start using Forsaken City. There's Wasteland. Daze doesn't seem particularly good now, although Impulse seems worse. There's another Black Vise. I knew I'd find one eventually, I'm not worried about it. Heroes finally starting to play cards out of their hand. 4 Mog Fanatics tapping all of their mountains. They're choosing to struggle under the Black Vise. I'll just let them do it. Now they're under Double Vise, and finally can't play a card, I think. Yeah, here we go. And finally got it. Turns out that these Siege Gang commanders don't really do much when the hero doesn't have the mana necessary to sacrifice goblins, and can't attack with the goblins that it creates. Lovely victory for the villain here. Love to see it. Now, you might say, oh, but this is a fantastic matchup to bring Pyroclasms in for. And my answer to that is, I don't want to have red cards in my blue deck. Like, I understand that I could bring Pyroclasms in, but the only red sources in the deck are this stinky City of Brass and Forsaken City. Like, I would much rather just rely on the chills and maybe Curse Totems. Honestly, I think I'd rather just have Blue Blast. Mana Short doesn't seem particularly good against them. Neither does Brain Freeze. And I guess after that, I'm just kind of siding out random stuff, right? Upheaval doesn't seem useful. And I'll side out a single Arcane Denial, just bring in these. Wishing I had another Propaganda in my sideboard. Do we have a turn 1 Lackey? We do. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and Daze that Matron. I don't want the hero tutoring for stuff right now, especially with an active Lackey. Oh, and the best thing that they could put in was another Lackey, huh? Yeah, I like that. Dang, nope. Had the Matron anyway. Not much I could have done about that. Ooh, that is a Goblin Ringleader, huh? The only thing they found off of that was a Mog Fanatic. Alright, well I'm certainly under the gun here. I would love to be able to Impulse into a Stasis. If I can do that, then I'm going to feel relatively comfortable, actually. Especially now that the hero has no cards in hand. I think I'm going to take the Gush, honestly. Let's see if I can hit Stasis here. Got 3 draws with which to do it. Oh, I missed. That's unfortunate. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, and then that's just lethal. Yeah, I'll concede. I looked at a decent chunk of the top of my deck, and if I had found Stasis, this would have just been a super hard lock. But I did not find Stasis, so it was not a hard lock. Interestingly enough, I did actually find the City of Brass, which would have allowed me to Pyroclasm their board. I don't think I'm going to be taking advantage of that. This hand is Black Vise. It's got a Daze. Got a couple of Gushes. Yeah, I'll keep it. Another turn 1 Lackey. I could have Dazed it. I chose not to. Let's see how badly that choice punishes me here. Okay, it's just a Siege Gang commander into a Pile Driver. Yeah, I have to Daze that. Where is my Stasis? I'm taking 6. Oh, that is a Goblin Mutant, huh? A 6/6? I think I kind of just have to let this Matron resolve. Yeah. I'm gonna Impulse here. And I found the Stasis. Alright, Goblin Matron's just gonna have to happen. Finding a Goblin Lackey. I found Blue Blast. I could Gush now, return these islands, play an island, play Stasis, and then do I dare to take the hit? I think I need to Blue Blast at least this Goblin Goon here, and I think I'm going to do that now. I just need to keep my life total up a little bit. Oh, they had another Goblin Goon. Yeah, I'm glad I did that then. Low resource Stasis. I am at 5. I have a Gush in hand. Would love to just draw 4 lands. I drew a Chill instead. Well, I'm going to continue holding things up. Honestly, just discarding the spare Stasis. That Mog Fanatic is going to put me down to 3. Would love to just draw running lands here. That's a start. Oh, they're just swinging in. They're not going to bluff anything here. Oh, that is a Forsaken City. That's huge. That Forsaken City means that I can start getting rid of some of these nasty cards in my hand. Alright, the hero didn't have a Wasteland. That's what I was afraid of. And I'm slowly converting these extra cards in hand into additional untapped mana. Yeah, I knew the Wasteland was coming. They really should just fire that off now. And they did. Okay, that's fine. I don't actually need to do anything quite yet. Just thinking about how I want to do this here. I have Chain of Vapor in my hand, and I think I'm going to fire it off on the hero's upkeep, targeting my Stasis here. That way, in case they draw a mountain, they can't Pyroblast my Stasis in response or something. I get a full untap step here. Gonna go ahead and drop another Black Vise and replay my Stasis. This should lock up the game fully, I think. If they try to Pyroblast this, I'll just thwart it. Thanks for giving me some untapped lands. No. Nice try, Pyroblast. But it's too little too late. Yeah, I think I am just going to thwart this Goblin Lackey. I just don't really want to play against it. And that is another Mog Fanatic. That actually does put me to 1, because they can attack with it and then sacrifice 2 Fanatics. So I need to be aware of that. And the hero has Mountain open right now. I'm going to put a stop on my end step here in case they try to Pyroblast the Stasis. They didn't, but that is a second Mountain. Mog Fanatic's finally getting in for a point of damage. I think I'm going to attempt a Chain of Vapor here. Oh yeah, Siege King Commander. Oh, that stinks. No, you're right. 2 damage to any target. Okay, well, I am dead. I'm dead. I should have prioritized getting down Propaganda earlier then, huh? That's really unfortunate. Forgot about Siege Gang Commander just having the ability to sacrifice goblins and deal damage wherever it wanted. Honestly, I forgot about that. And the Mog Fanatics on board can just ping me for the rest. Alright, I got too busy worrying about my Stasis stuff, and I forgot that I can still die through it. I think that's fine, though. Let's go ahead and wrap up the league. So I genuinely had a really fun time playing Stasis in this league. This was just... it was so incredibly fun. The prison element of Stasis is just so satisfying to get into place. And you kind of get into that Lantern Control-esque, just flow, just go through the motions of pay for your Stasis, pitch this card on tap, tap for Stasis, pick up these lands, put them back down, pay for Stasis. It's a flow state. And I really like Magic decks that let me get into that flow state. Apparently that just means I like prison decks, but I'm sure y'all knew that already. This list was a little bit weird. I didn't really like the Upheaval. Like, I could see why Upheaval is played. I'm just not convinced I want it myself. The Brain Freeze, I did a little bit of research and I understand why this is played now. There's a combo deck out there that uses Brain Freeze and you can Brain Freeze them like in the middle of their combo, but I'm not sure that that's really worth a slot, especially in the main deck. And of course, City of Brass was actually City of Ass, if you know what I mean. Am I right? Am I right? Play an island here, please. So when I go to make changes to this list, the first thing I'm doing is getting rid of this dang City of Brass and just replacing it with a basic island. Gonna get rid of those Pyroclasms out of the sideboard. And honestly, a lot of this random stuff in the main can probably go. Like, the foil is good. Yes, I like that. The mana short is good. The Dazes are good. But the Brain Freeze, could probably move that to the sideboard if I even play it at all. Might just play another mana short over that. Boomerang was fine. It's no Chain of Vapor, though. And I'm kind of at the point in my life to where I am overplaying bad copies of cards when I could just be maximizing on good copies of cards, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm not going to play bad Chain of Vapor. Instead, I'm just going to play more good cards. Things like Propaganda. If I had found more instances in which I could have gotten Propaganda down, then I probably would have found a little more success in this league. But this list only has 1 Propaganda, and I think that it needs at least 2. Probably even a third in the sideboard, honestly. Annul was good, Blue Blast was good, Chill was really, really freaking good. Curse Totem was good where I needed it. But I think on the whole, this sort of strategy is really interesting for me. I like how the deck is constructed. I like that you do the thing with getting Stasis into play. And I may have just found my calling in Premodern. It's just play Stasis. I'm extremely excited to play this deck, and I expect that there's going to be a lot more Stasis here on Fateseal MTG. So if y'all want to tune into that, be my guest. I would love to have you.
This program is made possible by your view, like, and comment, the support of my wife and son, and by contributions to Fateseal MTG from viewers like you. Thank you.